Bine ați venit in Romania. So I just arrived in Bucharest. It's National Day. It's gonna be lots of flags everywhere. Just got my Uber. Gonna head in the center. Hey YouTube, what's up? So today I'm in Bucharest. I've been here for the last few days and unfortunately it's been raining all the time, so I haven't had a chance to really take a good walk around the city center. But I'm going to do that right now, so come with me and you're going to get a view of the historic center of Romania's capital, Bucharest. Let's go! What's going on? Elevator's not working, great. So, Bucharest has a population of around 2 million people. Romania is situated on the Black Sea, it has coastline, it has mountains, Transylvania. Go check out my video about beautiful Transylvania, really one of my favorite regions. And then it also borders countries like Serbia, Bulgaria, Ukraine of course, and Moldova, the Republic of Moldova to the east. This city was actually known as Micul Paris, and that means Little Paris. Such was the stunning architecture that it had up until basically after this, Second World War, in that period. It had a lot of French influence, the city, and you can still see that today here in the historic center. We're here in the Centru Vechi, as it's called. And this is a really cute area. It's kind of the historic area of Bucharest. In the last few years, unfortunately, it started to have a lot of fast food kind of places, fast food restaurants, strip clubs, and a lot of bars that have kind of lowered the kind of quality, I think, a little bit. But it's still a sweet area to walk around during the day. So let's go and take a walk around the historic center of Bucharest. Cărturești is a really beautiful bookshop here in Bucharest. You can see the facade behind me. So if you have a few minutes to spare and you're walking around the old town, and I recommend you go in and check it out from the interior. It's very interesting, definitely a very special bookshop. Even if you don't like to read books, at least go in and admire the architecture. So remember I told you that Bucharest used to be known as Micul Paris, that's Little Paris. Well, this used to be a really beautiful historic area to the city as well. Romania had a dictator, Nicolae Ceausescu, basically from after the Second World War until 1989 when he was deposed in a bloody revolution here. He wanted to build an extravagant palace and boulevard for himself that would mimic the Champs-Élysées in Paris, because he had traveled a bit and he was quite impressed by the Champs-Élysées. So this here, which is Boulevard de Hunării, is Bucharest's version of the Champs-Élysées. And behind us we have the Palace of the Parliament. It's actually the second biggest administrative building in the world after the Pentagon in Washington DC, or just outside of Washington DC. So quite impressive plans. The building is massive. This was, I guess, built in honor of Ceausescu's ego. He even had a series of tunnels underneath, even to get all the way to the airport outside the city. And it's actually got several stories below ground. But it's just a phenomenal building made out of all materials. Everything was taken from here in Romania, and he destroyed a huge, beautiful area of the city center in order to do so. But it is an impressive building in itself. So let's go and take a look at the Palace of the Parliament here in Bucharest. So behind me there is the iconic Carul cu Bere, which means the cart with beer. They got a little bit of renovation going on the facade, unfortunately. Here you're going to get Romanian specialties like sarmale or ciorba, which is the soup. Sarmale are like these cabbage filled with normally some meat or some vegetables. Really tasty, kind of homemade style food, very family orientated. It feels like you're at a Romanian family dinner there. So let's go inside and have some of that delicious Romanian traditional cuisine.
Whoa, sexy, sexy. Pâine, da. Neagră. Da? Ok, bine.
So one question I get from people who've never been to this region from Western Europe in particular, from North America, is it safe in Romania? And I would say, as a traveler here, it's no more dangerous, no more safer than maybe the average in Europe. There are a couple of scams. When someone tried to persuade me they were a lost tourist and spoke to me in English, and I was pretty shocked when I replied in Romanian and tried to help them. A lot of the press, especially in the United Kingdom, describes Romanians as thieves or scammers, and yeah, of course you have people who are like that. But here in Bucharest itself, I would not say that it's any more dangerous for the traveler. Don't be afraid to come here and try it out. So I'm sitting in the back of an Uber here, and on my way out to the thermal baths in Bucharest, just near the airport. And this is what's so great about applications and services like Uber, able to just order it on your phone, it arrives, it's honest. Also then for drivers, it's a better setup, for honest drivers at least, because they can also track the clients, the customers they have, so they're also safer. It's a win-win for everybody. And this is definitely the death knell for dishonest taxi drivers, because once everybody starts to use applications, the incentive or the possibility to escape if you're dishonest is just gonna disappear completely. So definitely encourage you to download apps. It doesn't have to be Uber, it can also be a local taxi app, but doing it this way is just so much more safer and cheaper. Now I'm gonna go enjoy the baths, relax a little bit before my flight. Whew. All relaxed. That's it, me done here in Bucharest. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Nu voi? Bine, nu am înțeles. Ok, bine. Ok, pa, pa. Pe platform, vă rog. De ce sau? Ce contact? Contact. Merci. Very stringent security, wouldn't let me finish up. So hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, smash the bell beside it, whack that bell beside it if you want to receive updates whenever I have a new video, and I will see you in the next video. La revedere din București!